Emergency officials are starting to take action as we could be impacted, as Quaylen said, by some tropical weather next week. Our Jamiese Price is joining us live in Raleigh with the preparations that are already underway. Hi, Jamiese.
Hi, Amber. So the team over at Duke Energy, they are closely monitoring this storm to get a clear picture on where to pre-position their crews ahead of the storm. I'm told they'll have a better idea in the next 48 hours on where to stage those crews. Now, a rep with Duke Energy says that the team is already preparing and they made those preparations a long time ago to make sure the grid is more resistant to outages, as well as upgrades to poles and wires. They've also added things like healing technology, which can help reroute power and restore service faster when there are outages. Now, typically when we're dealing with a tropical storm, there's heavy rain and strong wind that can take down trees and power lines. Jeff Brooks with Duke Energy says they are prepared if that is the case.
That requires physical rebuilding of that equipment. So it takes a lot of resources, and that's something that we have to staff up for and be prepared for, and move those resources if we can ahead of the storm, so that they're in the closest proximity to where those outages are likely to be, and they can respond. Now, fortunately for us, we have a large contingent, thousands of line and tree workers here in the Carolinas that can be positioned and moved wherever they need to go fairly quickly.
Now, we also learned the city of Raleigh is preparing ahead of this tropical system. City crews started to lower Lake Johnson on Wednesday. Since then, the lake has been lowered nearly 3 feet. Teams are meeting later this afternoon to determine if the lake needs to be lowered more, but that also depends on the forecast. In the meantime, you are encouraged to start preparing now to come up with a plan. If you do lose power, you need to determine a way that you can continue to get those updates on changing weather conditions. For now, we're live in Raleigh. Jamiese Price, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.